Hey guys, Derek with Gore-Tec in Dillon, Montana. We have an emergency fix this weekend. Today is Saturday. Last night, customer brought in a broken cylinder on this Stinger, and we are going to see if we can fix it with what we have at the shop. And there's also a few other problems on this, so I came out real quick to see what we need to do on that. So let's go take a look at what we got going on here. So where the cylinder mounts to this main frame arm, it tore out where it goes. And someone attempted to fix it at one point and it just ripped out again. So what I'll do is I'll machine a bushing that'll weld in here and replace that. So let's get back to the shop and I'll show you what we got going on there. This is the cylinder the customer brought in, and as you can see, the eye snapped off the end of the rod where it's threaded on the end here. I have extra cylinders out back that customers bring me from their scrap yards. I tell them to always bring me cylinders that they're going to throw away because I can take pieces off of them. So this is a perfect example. This is a scrap cylinder I had out back, and the only problem was the back cap got damaged by it binding up. So everything else is good. The rod is good, and the gland on this one is good because the gland is damaged on the other one. So we're going to take the rod off this cylinder and swap it with the other cylinder. So one thing I do on these to modify them, whether I'm rebuilding them or building them, this lip right here is usually pretty sharp on these cheap factory cylinders. So what I do, I come in with a cutter and cut that and then polish it out so it's a nice rounded ramp to get the seals on. That way there's no chance of tearing the seals when you're getting it back together. All right, got the rod all ready. And I happen to have some extra seals that'll work in this. So let's get those in and then we can reassemble. Okay, cylinders back together. So now we're going to work on that bushing that we showed you that's mounted to the frame itself that this end goes into. So let's get to the lathe and start on that. All right, we're back at the lathe. Went to my metal shelf and found this perfect piece of 41/42.5. So we're going to face the one side, use an annular cutter to knock out the 1-inch hole to make it simple, and then get it to the right height, which will be about 1.1/16 inches. And then we're going to chamfer in for weldment chamfers for when we put it in that hole on there. We'll weld it to that frame. So let's get it in the lathe and get it knocked out here. All right, bushing's done. Now all we gotta do is cut the old one out and weld this one in. So let's grab this in the cylinder and go to the ranch. Can I get 2 large blue raspberry frozen Fantas? Okay, we're headed on Highway 91 North, just leaving town, and we're passing the famous Lewis and Clark Lookout. So we got a couple miles out of town to go, so we'll see when we get there. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and cut out this worn out bushing that I showed you. And then that's where the new one's going to go in. So on this side, I have my torch set. Then once we get done cutting, we'll turn around for the welding. Here's the new bushing that we made that's going to weld in. The handy tool, I had my metal plates burn me out a bunch from 2-inch all the way to 6-inch. Are little discs that give me a pre-gauge, and these are always handy for when you're trying to cut something out. I use the bigger ones on the lathe to preset the jaws to what big shaft is going in. So we'll just slap this thing up here. That gives me kind of a quick reference. Started lightning and thundering, so we had to hurry up. Got it all back together, all cleaned up and painted. Did some function tests, and everything works perfect. So these guys will be able to get back to stacking hay Monday morning. What this truck does, in case you don't know, it's called a stinger stacker. So it goes to the field after the bales have been baled from the baler, picks up these bales like a garbage truck, swings them over, loads them, and they slide all the way to the back. And when they get to the hay yard, the truck comes in, lifts up, and stacks the bales up against, as you see here. So as you can see, with that weight of those bales, these things take a lot of impact and wear and tear. There you have it, guys. This is another example of what we do, working weekends to keep these ranchers and farmers going. Subscribe, share, like, and check out the rest of our videos. I hope to see you next time.